Welcome to another edition of Turf Talk. Vance talked the last 2 days. Unfortunately, two stars in the racing world to the sidelines. California Chrome, a bone bruise. Lady Eli, laminitis. Hopefully, neither gets much more serious than this, but bad news for racing fans.
Huge loss on both fronts. Both were expected to possibly contest the International Turf Festival at Arlington next month. Cal Chrome in the Arlington Million, and Lady Eli and the Beverly D taking on older fillies for the first time. Cal Chrome admittedly did not look well in the pictures that we saw last week of him arriving at Arlington. Looked a little thinner than he was over in England and Dubai, and of course in California earlier this year. And it's unfortunate also, it's kind of word leaking out that the owners are kind of at a crosshairs with each other. Steve Coburn not finding out about the injury to Cal Chrome except through social media yesterday. So
Right.
a little friction going on in the Cal Chrome camp. We'll find out if he's ultimately retired at the end of the year, or maybe some sort of deal will be worked out where he can be raced again next year.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Obviously it's great to have a Derby winner in training. Having two made what we might see in the fall the more exciting. And look, based on what we've seen from this older group so far, shared belief on the sidelines, and what we know California Chrome is capable of, I actually did think he was one of very few horses who could challenge American Pharoah in the Breeders' Cup Classic, and was thinking how much fun that would be if we had two healthy Derby winners battling it out in a race of that magnitude. Not meant to be. Owners taking a lot of lumps for going to England and what transpired there. Art Sherman wasn't training the horse, and really no one that the horse had been with was with him on a daily basis. But ultimately these things happen. It's unfortunate, but we've seen plenty of stars go by the wayside because of freak accidents and injuries. And look at Lady Eli, stepped on, what do they say, a nail coming back from the detention barn, and hasn't healed the way it's turned into laminitis because of the way, she's had to stall rest, etc. And no one's blaming anyone there.
No.
So it's just unfortunate, though.
Yeah, as we're taping, this is a very fluid story. We're
Right.
going to find out a little bit more about her condition and her prognosis as news develops. So, it's just the way she defeated her field in the Belmont Oaks. She was definitely one of the, outside of the Triple Crown winner, American Pharoah, she was definitely probably the biggest horse in training right now. Going into the summer races.
I would say she usurped California Chrome as sort of the number two of who people were looking forward to seeing again.
Yeah.
So we'll hope, fingers crossed, hopefully both heal well, and California Chrome, who knows if we'll see him. Lady Eli, I would think that's something if they're able to bring her back. With her talent, it seems like they were excited to race her, so hopefully that'll be the case. But it shows the fragile nature of the animals, and I'm on the record as saying I would be surprised if a Triple Crown winner raced again. These sorts of situations are why, but at the same time, that's what makes the game fun, is when the stars come out, and hopefully American Pharoah will see a healthy version of him in the Haskell.
Yeah, cross your fingers. Haskell should be no problem. We'll see what happens afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, we'll stay tuned to bristnet.com, twinspires.com/blog. As Vance said, fluid situation with these star athletes, and we'll be back next week to talk Turf Talk.